Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading of September 24 through 30, 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. As always, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Leo. And please just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to do a little bit different this time. I hope you like this new layout. But Spirit wanted me to share with you the crystals that I'm using for this work this week. This stone right here is a selenite wand. As you can see, it's very opaque, so you do need to be careful that you do not put this stone in water, as it will start to dissolve because it's a soft stone. Selenite bestows blessings and healings, and is great for clearing other stones. So that's one of the reasons why I do like this stone, is because there's two stones that you don't have to clean, clear, do all the things, and this is one of them. But the other thing is this stone also will charge clear your other stones. So whenever you put anything near this stone, it will help clear the energy from those other stones. So selenite connects us with our higher self, our spirit guides, and opens the path between ourselves and the divine. And then these two stones right here are called bloodstone. And these stones are called the spiritual warrior stones. I feel like we're going to have to dig into our spiritual warrior selves here. This stone has a long historical record as a healing stone dating back to ancient Greece. It is also a talisman for Christians because the blood in the stone represents the crucifixion. It is a powerful stone of courage and calmness, and it's also a great stone for anyone suffering from PTSD. And again, this is called the warrior stone. So these were the two that I was guided to utilize today. And then the message that I have for you is, yesterday I was flipping through YouTube and I came across this video of a guy I've never seen before. It was just a random, like really short clip. But one of the things that he said that really resonated with me is he says, don't be afraid of the dark. Let them be afraid of the light. I just love that. The guy's name, the name of his channel was called Frank Files, F-I-L-E-S. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Okay, Leo, so I'm going to take myself off. I'll explain as I go, so you can just concentrate on your cards. And I'll be back when I'm going to do your last final cards for you. So, got to pay attention here. Oh, Leo, look at that. Didn't you guys get that last time? I swear, I did. I've shuffled these cards a million times since then. Okay, so we're going to do 3 columns. Wow, all of those are major arcana. This looks really good. Okay. Okay, so our first column right here is your general energies. This second column is going to be the unexpected things that you need to be aware of, right? These are critical need to know. And this last one is all the good stuff. So your cards start out with, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. I think that card is pretty self-explanatory. I love it. And then we have the Three of Wands. So the threes always typically represent some kind of a creativity or a choice, thinking things outside the box, adapting new points of view. And as you can see, this is one of the few cards in tarot where the guy's face is, you can't really see his expression. Wands represent inspiration, creativity, passion, motivation, and intuition. And to me, this card, if you can see up here, they've got these little boats. They're going out of the harbor. So he's up on the hill and he's watching them go, right? And basically what this represents to me is he has implemented something that he is asking other people to go do this adventure for. And now he's set those seeds, he set that into motion, and now he's got to be patient and wait for the return. Okay. So this Three of Swords, or this Three of Pentacles is, my goodness, Three of Wands, sorry, Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is basically a card that's saying, you know, you've planted some seeds out there, and now you've got to be a little bit patient to see how they manifest for you. And then I see some of you have got this, this Knight of Swords. And if you look at her, right, this is nightmares. So this could be that there's some kind of, somebody's like really allowing their minds to take control of their life situation. There might be a lot of things that are mentally going on. You find that the only time that you really have time to think about those things is when you're sleeping or getting ready to go to sleep. And as you can see, this woman's got this comforter on her. So she does have, you know, she does have the ability to comfort herself, to be honest with you. But the problem is she just can't let whatever these thoughts are release. So the suggestion would be, you know, if you're going to, you know, allow this to be the only time that you're allowing yourself to think of these things, my suggestion would be write down those thoughts. Write down the thoughts that are bothering you as you get ready to go to sleep. And tell yourself, you know what, I can pick this up tomorrow so I can get a good night's sleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, look at those things and see if you can't come up with a different solution or a different way to tackle those thoughts, okay? These are all self-imposed right here. You can do something about that. And then we have in your general energies, the Justice card. Now the Justice card is about truth and being on the right path. As you can see, she's got her sword here, and she's also got these the scales here, right? So the Justice card could also be talking about you know, truth and honesty and wanting those things, right? And then the Justice card also represents discovering a truth. So you could be finding out some information about yourself or somebody that you love. Now, this is a major arcana card. And so what this tells me is that you're going to be working with this energy for a bit. As this is, I don't have any past stuff here. So I feel like this is energies that you're working through. And this is confirmation that what you are doing, you are on the right path for, okay? Our next card represents you, my dear lions. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. I absolutely love this card. I think it's a beautiful representation of the Leo energy. And then we have the Chariot. So this column is about the unexpected. So something's going to come in that is going to be fast moving, right? So the Chariot is about, excuse me, advancement and progression. So it's saying that something's going to be making headway this coming week, the week of September 24 through 30. And if you look, he is leaving everything behind. He is going out and he's adventuring So he's leaving his comfort behind, and this is a fast moving card. So this could represent travel, this could represent a move, this could represent just something that is going to, you know, pick you up from one place and put you in another. So it could be that, you know, you have to go away for a training class, or I don't know, something that would revolve around travel in some way. And then we have now this whole column right here is all major arcana. So all this major arcana is energy you're going to be working through. The lovers has to do with partnerships. It does have to do with love, but it also has to do with duality. So it could be relationships, it could be family, there could be something to do with some kind of a commitment. For me, this card is also the card of creating healthy boundaries. It is a card of divinity, because if you see, we've got this, I think this is Archangel Gabriel or Raphael, one of those two that are on this card. So, and it's got this gold back here. So it is a gift from God. So it could very well be the duality part of it. Could be any type of two energies that you're trying to bring together and, you know, meld them in some way. So it could be a partnership. It could be, you know, something along those lines. And then we have the Empress. Now, the Empress is our goddess. She is the divine feminine energy. She's very fertile. So if you are concerned about potentially having a child, you can take precautions, just to let you know that this energy is in your field and you will be very fertile. This is about creating abundance. She definitely is all about creating abundance and comfort for herself. She has all the tools in order to do that. She has worked through all of her, you know, dark nights of the soul. She's worked through everything, and now she's elevated because she's also got this beautiful golden background that says that she's in a line with, you know, with the divine. And that's the energy that either you're tapping into or you're becoming, okay? And then we have on this column, this is what you need to know. This is critical information you need to know. I trust in my gifts. Now that might seem like a very simple statement, but in reality, it truly isn't, because a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't give ourselves enough credit for the things we know, for the things that we can do. Maybe we had, you know, things from our childhood that we haven't fully worked through that would suggest that, you know, we can trust in our ability to trust the gifts that we do have, right? I have to get a drink. Excuse me. Just a second. Okay. Now, critical to what you need to know, you've got this 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9s have to do with attainment, progression, and advancement. And if you look, she's quite opulent. She's, you know, she's got this beautiful robe. She's got this bird on her hand, which to me is a falcon of some kind, or some kind of a big prey type of bird. It even has its hood on there. Have you ever met anybody that was a falconer? Because that's what this is all about. Training birds. I just noticed that, so I don't know why it is standing out to me. Other than when I see birds, I always think of a bird's eye view, meaning seeing things from a bigger picture, seeing things from above, looking down. But what I will say is that the 9s have to do with progression, and this the Pentacles has to do with our physical security, our wealth, our careers, and our possessions and our homes. So she looks like she's, you know, living very well. And the other thing that I notice is the grapes, right? So grapes in tarot represent something that is very difficult to grow. And she, if you look that her pentacles are split, so she's got 6 pentacles on this side, 3 pentacles on that side. And basically, she is a giver. She is an individual that is a very generous individual, but she's only willing to give away so much, and she holds back this energy so that she's constantly giving to herself. And that's a lesson for all of us, really, in the sense that you don't want to pour from an empty cup, because what is there to pour, if you're empty? So she's willing to give this much, but she needs this for reserve so that she's constantly refilling her own cup so she has more to give away. So that's kind of the energy of this card. And this is your victory card. This wreath right here represents this victory. And the wands have to do with inspiration, creativity, your passion, motivation, and your intuition. And 6s themselves is another card of persevering. It's telling you that you've overcome difficult obstacles and now you're getting the rewards for your hard work. He is very well respected here. He's got these people that are walking alongside him, cheering him on because he has done something that is worth celebrating. And then some of you are, so this is the 6 of Wands, and then we've also got the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords represents going to calmer shores, right? So leaving something difficult behind, which would also could represent this card here, because then you're going to have the victory. But you have to leave behind this choppy past or this difficult past in order to get yourself to calmer shores, right? So that's kind of what that energy all represents. And with the double 6s, I would say it's emphasizing congratulating yourself for all your hard work. And then this column has to do with all the good stuff. No matter what, this is good for you. The first card is clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So knowing how energies work, you go outside your home and you go mingle with people. You pick up stuff all day long because we're energetic beings and we pick up energy all day long. So basically what they're saying is that you need to clear yourself. And how would you do that? The way that I do a clearing for myself is I just do the same thing that I'm going to do when I ground, right? I imagine myself grounding my body through my feet. If I'm sitting in a chair, I ground from my 7th chakra. Well, it's my first chakra actually, because that's your spinal chakra. And I bring in the white light. So if you bring in the white light and you bring in that light, nothing can get into that light if you do not allow it. So basically what you're doing is you're using the white light energy to clear out anything that is no longer of service to you. And then you have in the good stuff is the Ace of Swords. So this means the aces have to do with new ways of thinking, new points of view. So something could be coming in that's going to stimulate your mind in some way or change the way that you think about something, or it's going to give you some additional information on maybe some thoughts that you've had about some specific project or some situation. But this is all new energy. So what this is telling me is that it's a new seed of potential, right? It's a new way of looking at whatever's going on that you're creating in your life. Then we have the five of cups. So there's a disappointment here of some kind. However, because this is the good stuff, I think that what he's doing is, even though he may be grieving this loss, even though he may be grieving this loss, once he turns around and realizes he's got these other 2 cups here, he can pick up those 2 cups, go over this bridge and go home, right? So he does have a safe haven over here. And he does have abundance. So basically what this is saying is change your perspective or change your thoughts. Whatever this is, it is emotional. It does hurt your heart in some way. But the thing I would say is look at the things that you've got as a positive in your life. Look, be grateful for the things that you have instead of crying over the things that you don't. And then your last card is the Eight of Cups. This is another card of emotions or how you feel about things. And this guy, so we've even got the moon up here. And he's just walking away. He's walking away from something that is no longer serving him. That's what this card is. So that's kind of what this is, right? He's got to he's realizing that he's lost these 3 cups. But he's got to walk away from those empty cups, pick up these 2 cups and get going, right? Go over the bridge and go home or, into that settlement over there because that's where his happiness is. And this is kind of saying the same thing. It's just reiterating. He's walking away from something that is no longer serving him. So good job. Okay, so now I'm going to bring myself back onto the screen. I don't see anything here that is, troubling, really. I mean, your cards are all really good cards. It looks like a beautiful reading. So now I'm going to pull your last cards for your main themes. And your first one is bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Could be the lovers, right? Could be that lovers card. And then we have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, so like I said, with this Empress, you're very fertile at this time if you're in childbearing. If not, maybe somebody close to you is going to have a child, or you could be, like it says, the birth of a new enterprise, new job, new something that you're creating. And then we have the boot. And this says, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So just like anything in life, you got to work at it, right? And I'm going to do one more. Boat. Money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning or a windfall. Very good, Leo. Like I said, that's the abundance. She's the manifester. Okay, so everything looks really good. This has been a great reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. And until next time, take very good care of you. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. You are my shining light, right? Be generous of spirit. Take care of you. Bye.